Well, last you saw us on LWF, we lost to oVe. And I don't admit lost as much, but I will admit, we did lose. Fair and square. And it was for the co-op titles, but you're probably asking yourselves, why don't they have the co-op titles? Well, they took those fake-ass black straps, and we'll get to that in a sec. But you're also probably wondering, we just lost the title for RCCW. Why do we come out here? How do we have the nerve to come out here with these big grins on our faces, carrying the white straps with us? Well, it looks like oVe, like I said in the Fallout, forgot to read a few rule books, and more specifically, the RCCW rule books. Now, there's only like 5 pages of this thing, and there's a few interesting rules in there, you know? This little packet was required to be read by our RCCW staff. And it has your, your basic garb in there, but it's got one very specific rule that me and Lynn have been dying to tell the public, and we cannot wait. And Rixie, I believe, hinted it in the Fallout. Something called the belt thing. And that belt thing is called the new champion's rule. Let me explain. The new champion rule states that any new champions of RCCW must be in possession of the proper RCCW belt, in design and in name, that RCCW higher-ups approve of. The proper belts for RCCW's co-op titles are the white strap belts. oVe took the black strap belt. And you know what happens when you leave behind the proper belts, oVe? Your title win gets nullified. Therefore, you two just gave up the co-op titles back to the Queens of Strong Style. You chuckleheads have worked so hard to prove this delusion that you speak of was a true thing. But the only delusion was you morons thinking you could get away with stealing our titles without going through the basic rules of RCCW. Oh man, Hana, I bet they're in their hotel room after their little party, because we all know they were getting drunk last night after their win. They must be throwing lampshades around in a hot, boiling rage, just pissed off as all hell that we have just exposed them as the delusional fucks they are. You guys are no longer the champion. You never were the champions because you didn't take the titles. You gotta take the titles and have them after the show to be approved as the champions. And I want to wish you two a good luck, because I know for a fact you bunch of numbnuts are gonna come at us again. Well, let me tell you something. Good luck beating us fair again, because the Queens are getting a little something known as an attitude adjustment. You'll see that in due time, oVe. And something tells me you're gonna like that a lot less than us exposing you as the phony fucks that you are. Because that's all you are. You're a couple of phonies. You never were, you never will be the true champions. So I dare you both, clap back. We'll be waiting for a response, and I'm expecting a big, old, angry huff about it. And you got no one to blame but yourselves. It's not Rixie's fault. It's not our fault. It's your fault. Because you didn't know the rules. You think you can just run into a company and break all the rules? Not here. Not in our women's division. We aren't scared of you. You all better watch your backs, because the roster is gunning for you both. Now, without further ado, Steve Patrick, give us our belts and cue the music, baby.